What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm gonna work on a portfolio. Great first 8 seconds. I'll tell you, I'm really good at this. I'm gonna work on a portfolio, and this is what it looks like. Hold on a second. This is what it looks like. So it'll be a portfolio, and I'm actually gonna do a different logo on the front. So that's what we're gonna work on, and let's do this. If I look like I'm looking up in this direction right here, I actually have the camera on a different side, and I'm gonna have to move this. And I moved everything around so I'd have a little bit better cameras. So hopefully these cameras work for you and it looks good. I think I need to flip this one over, and I need to move that out of the way. Let me see if I can just flip this one over real quick, and see if it'll just look better if I flip it over. And now I need to adjust it a little bit. I think that'll give you guys a better view of it. I think. Wrong way. So it's more of the direction that I'm working on it. So I think it'll be a better shot for you. And this one is a fisheye lens, so I apologize if it looks a little funky. It is a fisheye lens. So, and if you look in the bottom corner right under my hand, that is the number of subscribers live right now. So that is awesome that we can see that. And I'm going to check and see what this sounds like. Good. Sounds good. I'll be looking up there to see. Usually I have an overhead shot. I'll be looking up there to keep an eye on what we have for people watching, because right now I'm looking at the side of my sewing machine, because that's where I have that camera mounted. All right. Let's try this shot for a little bit, see how this works. We're going to wet the leather a little bit. I think you guys can see that there is, that the leather's not a perfect, like zero flaws. And I'm actually kind of a fan of a leather that does not have that's perfect. I like to have a little bit of something on there. And give me 1 second while I real quick share this on Facebook, so that way more people know, because that's what we want. Right? We want people to know. RKLive on YouTube. And paste. And post. So this time we're actually going to be tooling. Oh, so it's backwards for you guys up there. Where are we tooling this little western silhouette scene? Let's see. I don't know if I can flip that one any other way, but you can see it there. So that's what we'll be doing. Share now. Share to a page. It's always the first couple minutes that mess up these. More options. Oh, I'll do tactical nut. Sure. See if that works. And I'm gonna take my old. So I'm trying out this new Mevo camera sitting up there, and I don't know if I like it because I like to be able to throw a huge, like a background of everything. But there's there it sits. So it is backwards. I don't think I can change it. Yeah, let's see if I can rotate it. Nope. So, yeah, nothing I could do on that. All right. So I'm looking to see where this thing sits on here so I can get an approximate middle or just to the edge of the book. And I think that's going to be good. And that's going to be good right there. Perfect. They do make a plastic sheet in between. I'm going to try to do this quick because the leather is going to get wet. So we'll try and make this as quick as possible. So that way, where are my glasses? There they are. We'll do this. And if you're watching, oh yeah, I need to comment. If you're watching, comment where you're watching from. Please. Can I pin that? I bet I can pin it with my pin message. There we go. All right. Yep, that's about where I want it. So I've been on this kick of just using a ballpoint pen. I should do a blue pen, like the blue ink that's on my hand, but the black works. And I'm just going to follow the lines. And by following the lines, I can help with, this is just transferring everything over. So some stuff I'm not going to press over, and I'll do it afterwards, like this fence right here. I'm not going to try to draw that over here. I'm going to leave that until the end where I'll just pull out a razor blade. And I will hit it with a razor blade. This is all going to be an inverted and black. So what I'll do is I will, I'm waiting to go that way because I'm going to turn the thing. This is all just, once I cut it, I'm just going to stamp the inside and bring it all black. And then there'll be some black dye involved with it. And there's definitely some extra lights on this thing. So I'm sorry for any reflections. I don't think I actually look to see if there was reflections or not correctly. And comment if you saw this video because of a notification. I know I got a notification because I'm subscribed. But I want to see if you got a notification. How many have their bells set up? Now I'll admit it. I don't have my bell set up for every YouTuber, but I do have it set up for my favorite YouTuber. That's me. I don't think even my wife has it bell set up for me. My daughter did say that I'm too cringy for her. So my youngest daughter doesn't watch the videos. She doesn't like my thumbnails. She says they're not cool enough or something. I don't remember her exact words. But and like here and here, I'm not going to draw those. I'm going to I'm not going to draw those. Like I says, I'm going to change to I'll put those in there later. And go from there. They do make a stylist ball that you can put on here, but I'm not going to use a stylist ball where I know exactly where I'm leaving off by using a pen. And I'm just going to draw around here because that's what's going to happen. Is my head in the way? No. Good. It's great. And you guys can't see my mouth open, which is great. I do have to research and see if I can find any music that I can play in the background while watching these, while doing this, so that way you guys can not have to listen to me breathe every time. So, and Aunt Susan, thanks for sharing. I just saw that she shared. That was the noise on Facebook in the background. I think my head's a little bit in the way now, but I'm trying to keep this going straight. So, I'm not going to do a BK in the middle. You guys will see in a second what I'm going to do. And I really should be working on some sewing stuff. But for you guys, I'm going to tool this tonight. We're going to try to get this done in the next hour and a half. There is a live auction that I'm going to try to watch on Facebook. So, I'm going to do something a little bit different with that B. See if you guys are going to recognize what I'm going to do. I don't know if anybody caught that. You'll see when it gets a little bit closer. It'd be fun to see. Bloop. Alright, let's get some of... I'm not doing the Roadrunner. I'm not doing any of these. But I do have to get the house in there. that's going to be a tough one. I'll be able to do it. I have faith in myself. I am going to draw these lines, though. I may draw the other lines. We'll see. See how I feel. I haven't done this one before. I've done the other one I'm going to make. I've done that one before. But I have not done this one yet. This one's new to me. For some reason I keep picking like harder designs than I should be. And I apologize for breathing into the microphone. I'm going to try to find, I have a lapel mic for this, so I think the lapel mic would make it so you don't hear my breathing as much. And tell me how you heard. So if you're watching this video and you're still watching it from, you didn't start from the beginning or something like that, tell me how you found it and how you heard about this video. That will help me know where I should put my money for ads. If I'm going to do ads, I'll know, hey, I should put my money into Facebook to promote these videos, or Instagram. This one won't be posted on Instagram until tomorrow. But I am trying to do a post on Instagram every day, and I'm trying to do a post on Facebook, and a video or two on here. Got it. Let me do this quick. Got the outside line. Let me get the inside line. Good. Now let's see if I got everything. This is the part where you lift up the corner and you verify. I think that's everything. Yep. Who's ready for the next step? Okay, next step is to cut it out with the swivel knife. I think I've showed you guys that process before. What I am going to do, because I have not done it in the last couple days, is I will pull out my, don't get my good pants dirty. I'll pull out my strop. I'm going to pull this off to the side so that way it's not in the way. I have not stropped my blades in a while, so we're just going to hit it real quick on both sides, the smooth and the rough, and I do about 5 passes. And let's see, I think GoPro 1. No. GoPro 2. So that one's ready. Let's pull out this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's done. These are the 2 main ones I'll use today. The big fat blade and then a little bit of swivel. Most of this should be able to get done with this blade right here. I'm going to check and see. It's still, you can actually see a little bit of a color difference. We switch back over to the Mevo. You can see a little bit of a color difference. Which lights do I turn off to get rid of that glare? Can you guys still see that okay? Let's see if I change that color. That color looks better. I may need to pull the light over to the other side for me anyway. Because while I'm cutting, the light will help me with the swivel knife work. And remember, the brighter the light, the better it is for, hopefully that works with the light. This is where I wanted this camera. I don't know if I can get it closer. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to find my camera equipment and see if I can fix that one camera to get a little bit closer for that to get that camera a little bit closer. I think I have an arm that'll be long enough to push that out there. And almost get it right to it if this works. All right, let's see if this will get it. Ow! Put that there. There. Yeah. Okay. The nice part about having some extra connectors and stuff like that, I can just throw stuff together real quick and make it work. I think this will work. So I'm gonna go that way, yep. This will put it down a little bit lower. Again, sorry, working on getting the cameras and the camera angles still set up right. So I apologize for this. Whoever's watching is getting a weird. Okay, that goes in there. That goes in there. Nope, I need to take off one more. I think. Yeah. One more. And I need to pull a little bit of cable. Pull a little bit of cable. I'll have to fix this cable. Okay, so that'll get pushed in. Don't break. Okay, that's in. Give me some cable. Hopefully this shot is epic, guys. So I'm trying to give you an epic shot. I'm using the word epic today for some reason. I don't know how long this camera is going to last either, so hopefully it will last long enough to do this shot right here. There. So now you can see where I'm lining up and where I'm going, so that should work. Thanks for sticking with me while I was doing that. I think you can actually see that from the Mevo camera. Just barely. Boop, right there. I'm touching it. So. Hope that view works for you guys. You guys can see it a little bit better. I could zoom it in, I think, a little bit more if you think that would help. Let's see if that'll help for it. I'll try to keep the thing, not move it too much from this location. You could feel the difference in this blade. I was using it the other day and I really didn't have it fully stropped. It's amazing the difference of a blade when you actually sharpen it and make it the way it's supposed to be. Try to add a little more light above my... Since I'm not using another camera view. If that camera goes out, which it probably will soon because that one's only running on battery, just stay tuned and I'll make sure I replace that. I'll replace that camera view with the overhead, but at least during the cutting, this is where I'll use it the most, is during this this portion of the project. And luckily I have the option to move the leather instead of having to move the camera. I think this is actually a good shot and not too much bad lighting, I don't think. Is the lighting okay? Keep trying to ask questions so you guys have to type comments in here. Now, if you notice, I just went right straight through those lines. You'll see why I went through those lines here in a minute when I start tooling this. Hopefully the new owner of this doesn't mind the RK on there. If I have to, I'll sell this as a separate piece and you'll you'll see I'll attach those pieces in a minute. I think I got one person watching. I think. Let's do these straight lines that are here. Boom. 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 Oh, I took the inside line on this one. So this would have normally been a spot where I take what people would call the cheater blade, and I would have run it through with the cheater blade there, but I'm not going to there. I am going to swap to a smaller blade when I go to get these windows, because I don't want to. It actually doesn't matter, but, and I'll show you why. I can actually go over all of these lines and it's not going to make a difference as long as I don't go inside these lines. It won't matter. I'm going to go with the smaller blade for that one. As you can see, it was a little bit easier to get that one. Anything on the outside of these letters is going to get backgrounded down, which is one of the reasons why I said it's not really going to matter if I'm if I go over the line. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. So I will use it for, I still got to do down here. Let me do down here. And these aren't meant to be straight lines. They may end up getting a little bit straighter over time, but that's okay. These are all straight here, so we'll just do straights. Let's get back into the light and get back into the screen. And if you guys are watching, feel free to say hi so I can holler back at you. And hopefully this won't be too long of a live, but I'm not going to rush what I'm doing. I'll go back and do the curved lines of all these in a second. And again, if you're watching, let me know so I can say hi. Even if it's afterwards, I'll comment and say hi. I'm still small enough that I don't mind. Even if I'm big enough, I'll try to comment and say hi and, you know, reply to every comment that needs a reply. I need to bring one of my pot holders home today and make sure it fits. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. That's done. I'm gonna do something a little bit different for that. But I do need to go through and do all these. I'll do these. Boom. 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 And boom. Okay. Those are getting small. I'm gonna have to review the video and see how loud my breathing actually is. If it's bad, somebody's gonna let me know so I can stop breathing. I don't know if that's a possibility, but thinking about doing like a John Deere tractor on the front of these one day. Oh, and I'm working on some video ideas. So the next video coming out should be kind of a how-to, but on a weird, sort of a weird subject. Not weird if you know me, but I'll just tap those. Oh, I forgot to do this part. Look at that. I'm glad I noticed that. Oh, you know what I should put on this? Because you can't see it right there. What is that in the way? Is that the light? No, it's this thing. There we go. All right, 198 still. We're almost there. We're almost at 200. In a minute, when I start tooling with my other hand. Actually, I think I left my hammer over there, so I'll have to reach past the camera and grab it. So all right, what is that loop there? Is that a it's just the ground. Okay, let's do this line, because this line will just be the basis line for the ground. This one comes out here, that one comes out there, a couple small lines there. There's this line here. I'll do those. Well, this one needs to be done. And you'll see why in a minute. Oh, I almost messed that one up. But you never know. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Alright, let me reach over. Oh, I just moved the camera mount. Which, by the way, is the entire sewing machine. Because I have my foot on it. So I apologize for that. These other ones, I'm going to get afterwards. Oh, I got to do those. That's where this little guy's got to come in handy. Oh, and that one is sharp. Super sharp. All right. I'm going to use the back side of these to do some of these, I think. I think that's how I'm going to do that. In fact, we're going to try. Let's see, because every one of those will work. Push this back away so none of my stuff falls on the ground. See that? So sometimes you use something other than the tool. Oh, no. I shouldn't be using this hand. Don't mess it up. Let's do one more here. Good. Yeah, that made it pretty easy. All right, now check. I'm going to spray it one more time, and it should be I always like to make sure I spray the whole thing so that way there's no no colorization difference in there. So now I'm going to pull this over here, and we're going to switch cameras. Pull this up a little bit. And let's try this one. Okay. And I think we're done with this camera for now. Let me turn it off to save it. And I'll turn it out of the way. Whoa. Let me do that. Save that mount. I did some crazy stuff with that one. All right. Now, I need a new one of these, but this one will work for now. And I'll go to the other camera so you can see what I'm talking about, sort of. So this is what I use to hold all the tools. I need a new one of these. I'll have to order one soon. Alright, I need that one. Not that one. That one. That one. this one and this one. Maybe this one. Let's see. Ah! Okay, all done. No. I needed that. Okay, so these are the five that I'm going to use on this whole project, besides a razor blade. So let's switch over to the tooling camera. That's better than that. Oh, that camera's off. Okay, good. So hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I know the light is going to be tough. Let me see if turning on an overhead light will help with the shot. Let's take a look. 3, 2, 1, a little bit. But I need it super bright so that way I can see what's going on. I would pick these up and set them to the sides so I can reach them easily. All right. Who's watching? Anybody watching? You're not supposed to hit that hard. Harder than that. Nothing like coaching yourself like you've never done this before. Can you guys see which shot is better? If you're watching this live, your opinion matters. Does that one work? Let's see if I can. See if I can make this bigger. That wasn't the bigger button. Control F. That fits it to the screen. Move that way. Let's move that way. And I'll try to keep the elbow there. That'll tell me where that center always is. All right, we'll try that one. See if that works. I don't think there really is a good way to set this so you can see what's going on. Except when I stop and move it, you guys can see a little bit better. So do you want to see this view, or do you want to see that view? Try to see which one looks better. Yeah, I think that one is. Let me see if I can zoom this one in. Hold on a minute. I don't know if that one's better. Let me take a look at the camera here, see which. I think it's going to be tough either way, so we'll just leave it at that one for now. Wish I can go between the two cameras without having to stop. I could if I was editing this video, but this is live. A little bit of consistency with this one, only because of what it is and the fact that it is a wheel that's sitting in front of this post. At least that's what I'm assuming, so I'm going to make it sit that way. So I'm trying to do these all the same way. You can do them however you want, but that's what I'm doing. And I guess it's kind of sitting behind the post. I'll show you how I make it look like it's behind the post. So I'll show you how I do that. And when I'm done with this, I will stain all of this stuff will get stained black. Everything that's getting beaten down or tooled, that'll all get is it in front or behind? I'll make it in front. And I'll show you what I do to make it look more in front. So just with the way I'm tooling this, I can make it look like it's on the outside of that post. And it's just with the trickery of how I'm tooling it. So what I'll do is make sure it's back in the video camera view for you. Right in the middle is right there. What I'll do is I will tool each one of these all the way past this. So that way this has to have a pattern up and down, and the other ones will have a pattern going right through it. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself, is how I'm going to fix that. Because if not, if I go straight down, it'll look like... So here, I'll show you what I'm doing up top here. So you can just kind of tell by the way it's tooled that it's different. And that's really the only way. I'm gonna have to buy another headlamp. I used to wear a headlamp when I was tooling. So I accented that a little bit in there. I don't know if you guys can tell. You'll tell in the picture maybe later. But oh yeah, you can kind of see what that whole thing is. These are all going to come down like this. just to keep it interesting for you guys, trying to swap the camera around. Oh, I forgot to make a cut. Right there. Let's make this cut. Somehow, I missed that one. Okay, that is going to be that one. Okay, now we gotta go back the other way. Which camera am I on? Am I on this one? Yep. So I'm kind of, the way I'm tooling this is I'm kind of giving it the character, even though it's just a backgrounder, I'm kind of giving it the character of like a direction for it. So we'll see if this idea works, or if I don't want to say wasted my time, but we'll see if this works. I could have tooled this with a different backgrounder to give it a little bit of different texture, but I didn't. And you know what, you probably won't even notice the difference when I'm done with this anyway. So the thumbnail that you see on this live video is just going to be the generic thumbnail for whenever I'm going live and I don't have like the project complete, which is kind of tough having a project complete and going live. But okay, so now, oh, I gotta do this one still. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if I can make this look like I wanted it to. going to make a difference. Not too much of a difference. Yeah, I don't know if that made a difference or not, but we're having fun with it. I'm going to set up my keypad again one of these days. So once the keypad is set up, I'll be able to just type a number in and it will change the camera for me. But right now I don't have that set. And I think the leather is starting to dry a little bit. So I may have to spray it again. The one disadvantage of not casing your leather, but actually just spraying it, is the fact that it can dry pretty simply. But we'll see if I can get it. Excuse me. So once we get to 500 members, we'll be able to, I'll be able to make what's called a community on here. 500 subscribers. Did I say members? 500 subscribers. Once we get to 500 subscribers, I'll be able to make a community. And once you make a community, I can post these pictures. You know, like, oh, I'm done with this, and I can post a picture saying that I'm done with this, where you guys don't have to try to find my other social media site to see the final pictures. So I'm kind of hoping that's a bonus for you guys who don't all have, say, Facebook or Instagram, and you guys are only using this. I'm not on Reddit yet, so I'm not posting any of these things on Reddit. We'll let this one go behind it. Am I still in the picture? I want to go. I want to go right there. I do have to, when I go home one of these days, not when I go home, but one of these days when I'm home, I have to take all the memory off of these GoPro cameras, so that way this weekend when I do the next video, I have a feeling it's going to be a longer video. Actually, it may be like a few different videos. Depends on how I feel like doing it. I don't know yet how we're gonna do it. Whew. So that's that so far. Let's spray it quick to make sure that the moisture content is still good. I know it's good up here. I know it's good here, but the water could have come in from the edge and soaked in deeper. So we don't want to worry about that. We want to make sure that the whole thing gets sprayed. So there's a YouTuber that says it. I'll say it. I won't say it often, but I'll say it. Let us spray. Oh, man. I hope I don't get in trouble for using his words. All right. So we'll let that sit. Every time you spray, every time you get the leather wet, it will help. It would not help, but it will pull some of the oils away from it, and that's actually not a good thing. I think I can pull this up like so. I'm trying to make it so I can talk to you guys. Let's see. So every time you do spray the leather, it will get the oils out of it, and you want to put those back in. So I'm still learning. I didn't do that with a couple of my other projects. It's fine, but it is a good habit to put some oils back in and get the stuff set. So yeah, that's my speech. Wow, and that looks amazingly close to my face. I don't know if I want to do that again. That was crazy. But I did that to allow it to dry a little bit while waiting for the next step to go. Now, it depends on how much I want to go. If I want to, I can go around all of this stuff, and I don't think it's gonna. Oh, I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I don't think I'm gonna do anything different after this thing. We'll see. Which camera am I on? Top camera. Okay. I think that's too wide. Oh, let me finish the bottom. And I do have a smaller, and that's where these are going to come in handy, is when I need to get down to the smaller stuff, I have a smaller end that'll get me through here without smashing everything else that doesn't need to be smashed. But you have to remember, when you're using a smaller tool like this, that you don't have to hit so hard, because it's not so much that has to get pushed down. So but it does get right into the edges pretty easy. I think that was a comment on one of my videos. So person that commented, thank you. didn't comment on the live video because nobody's commented on this one yet. And this is one of those videos that probably would be better as a time lapse, because the time lapse will just do it quick and people don't have to sit and watch. But see the little tool, the lines? I'm trying to help and make that circle more seen. Okay, so that's all done there. Guess I can start on the RK sign. So I guess that's what it would look like if I lived in a cabin. I'd probably have that RK sign up. Good. Just enough spacing. I'm not going to go over the letters. Still in the view? Yep, okay, good. Ooh, inside that R is going to be fun. So I'm doing some lighter hits over that to try to blend so you don't see my hits. Let's go with the small one and let's get this R taken care of. There we go. That R is taken care of. Let me flatten the bottom because I seem to have hit it with a little bit of my teeth. There we go. Sorry, I'm out of the view. Let me readjust. Make sure I'm in the view. Doesn't do any good to go live if you guys can't see it, right? Let's switch to that one for a little bit. Now, certain items that I make, I won't go live on. You know, there's certain items that don't need to be seen how I make it, and so there's certain items. But this one here, anything with tooling, I'll probably go live on. Everybody loves watching tooling. Especially if you can actually see it in the camera. Come on. Get it back in the camera view. Right here. 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 Okay. Let's try something real quick. Right there. There. No. Okay, I can't get any closer. That's what I can do. I can move it to where I need it, which is right there. Next time I'll take off the microphone sleeve, or the whole microphone, because I'm trying to tool around that microphone. If I can get the microphone to work, this would be more like an ASMR, but since I can't get the microphone to work, you guys just have to listen to my mouth running. Maybe I'll have to do that as a video, like an ASMR tooling video. Really hard not to make noise while I'm tooling and working though, like breathing and talking. Usually I have something playing in the background. But when I go live, can't have anything playing in the background. I bet I could. I bet I can figure out a way to run the free music that YouTube offers as some background music. And I could probably figure out a way to make it, make it work. Because I'm a smart feller. I can figure some things out. And it's a little bit blurry. I don't know exactly why it's a little bit blurry, but I apologize. Probably because it's on a digital zoom. So let me see if I can unzoom it a little bit. In there. I want to go there. Okay, good. Is that the smallest one? That is. I didn't want the smallest one. Time is it? Oh, it's just about 8 o'clock. All right, I still got. I'm almost done. Now what I'll do here is I'll just follow the one line only. I won't try to go to the backside because I can't see the backside where I'm actually hitting. So I only follow one side and then I'll reposition so I can see the other side. Probably too thin. I probably should have went with a different tool through that one, but I committed and I just went with it. Almost done. Trying to get it in the screen here, guys. Sorry. It's a new camera setup for today. So I'm just trying to make sure I get it all to get you guys the best picture possible. I should put like a random time in this video, like if you comment I was here at this time and tell me what time it is on the how many minutes we're into the video, then I'll enter you into a prize. So remember I had those two last spots, so what I'm going to do with those is I'm just going to tap this right here. Boop. And then there. All right. So let's switch up to the Miva. Oh, that was actually a pretty good shot. I like that. All right. So as you can see, we are still at 198, so we didn't get any subscribers through this video, but during this video, that's how many subscribers I had. Let's move this camera back, and let's get this set there. We're going to add these lines. So I need to put move these out of the way. Remember I said I'd get a razor blade for that. Now, reach over and grab my blade. And I think that's a bad blade. Yep. That's a bad blade, and I don't want to mess up a project with a bad blade. So I don't know if you can see off the reflection that blade is boogered up right in the middle, and I don't know what the sides look like. So we're going to have to change that blade out before we use it. So now I gotta get to the other side of the shop That wasn't supposed to fall. That was all of my guitar straps. Yes, by the way, we make guitar straps if you're interested. Got a new tool that holds the blades. Let's see how that works. Where is it? It's got a key insert, but I don't know what this is for. So, this holds all the blades. This is push. Oops. Ooh, look at that. So I guess that's what holds it. Again, if you guys haven't known, these are the blades that I use. I follow in the footsteps of another person who uses this style blades, and that's all he uses. So I've kind of gotten used to using the same style, and the only thing that gets me is every once in a while it starts to flex like that. Let's see how to do. Yep, you can see it. So, all right. So in this picture, it has 3 lines. So we're going to do a top, middle, and a bottom. So we'll do right off the top. 1, come a little bit. 2, come a little bit. And 3, come a little bit. We'll do them here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. They actually go right to this post here. That one? Yep. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. This gives it a thinner line, so it makes it a little bit better. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. But something needs to hold that gate up, so we're going to put a support on that one. There we go. So now we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Was that all of them? No. Okay. So we need to add some grass in there. And none of them really with a small blade. So let's switch to a big blade. We'll switch back over to the swivel knife, and we will we'll see how that works. So still at 198 subscribers, which is cool. We didn't go down, which is even better. All right, so right around in this area here, I need to add some grass. I need to add some grass in here and a real little bit in there. And I may pull out the small knife in there. Oh, and we get a little bit here. So how we're going to handle that is we're going to put some grass in here. Put some all through here. They got a little bit going on through here. And then, oh, okay, we got a little bit here. And then all the way around here. So there must be a bush in front of this house. Okay. So that, let's actually switch over to a GoPro so you can see it better. And let's get the light on it from this side. So there is your final piece. When it dries, it's still going to have a little bit here and here, but when it dries, you won't have any of the other stuff on it. I've gotten everything there. Hour 38. I'm going to stop now. Do I feel like I have to? I got time. Let's stain this. So I'm going to have to move a camera over to this side. Let's switch to the Mevo quick. I'm going to have to switch to a camera over here because I'll be painting with my hand this way. So we're going to move. Which one am I going to do? I don't know what I have for battery life left on this camera up here. Let's see what it looks like. We're going to switch to this one real quick while I adjust some cameras. So that way, while I'm doing the work, I dip there, I can paint there. I can back this up. This is why I like to have that extra camera, so I can we're gonna leave that camera running. We're just going to adjust it a little bit different and see how long I can use that for. Let me find the, excuse me, that was me making noise as I got up. Don't pick on me. Where's the black dye? Edge, saddle tan. Where's the dye container? That's odd. Maybe we won't do it. Oh, there it is. Okay, and let's see if I can switch to, we got that one. Let's see what that GoPro will look like. I think that GoPro is just going to get the back of my hand, unless I set it over here. And I come in. Okay, so that one, I got two cameras that'll work. We'll see if we can make this work. The hard part and scary part of this is that I have to bring the stain over the project in order to get it to where I want it to go. And that scares the living out of me. Because right now this is where you can really just mess it up and be, oh, come on, put that foot under there. This is where you can mess it up and really not have a good time after that. So, really trying to be careful. I don't want to get too much on my brush, but But I also don't want to keep going back and forth for more. I'm going to say, man, I messed that up, but you guys will never know if I mess it up. Even the person purchasing this will probably never know if I mess up. Unless it's a huge gob in the middle, and then if I spill a huge gob, I have a plan. But I don't plan on spilling a huge gob. Trust me. I've had 5 views, but nobody has commented. You know, commenting actually helps a lot on a video. You should comment. I've actually started commenting on people's videos more. Because I know that it helps the algorithms. When did the word algorithms come out? Who came up with the word algorithms? If somebody answers that, I'm going to be amazed. So the bonus is I can turn this whole project around and get the other side, which is what I'm going to do. Very easy for me to hit this side, but it'll be a pain to hit this side, so I'm not going to try to get this side of it. I'm only going to try to do that side. Almost like I'm just shadowing the corners right now, which kind of I am. I don't know what I'm going to do about this one. This one's not going to have an easy one. That triangle's not going to be easy for either side of my hand. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But I think I can get a pretty good amount of this done before I just turn it off. This video is not sponsored by anybody, but if somebody wants to sponsor me, by all means, I'll let you. Alright. Problem is I'm way over, my head's way over in a corner, and I can't see how deep my brush is going, and I really need to start seeing how far my brush is going into the liquid so I don't mess this up. See if I can figure out a way to put this closer to me. I don't want it over my project per se like this, but I'm going to leave it there for now so that way I can get more of a view. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da. Hey, no, do. There's probably a better way to do this too, but I don't know. I think I'm blocking the camera though, so let's switch to the overhead so I'm not so much blocking. Yep, I was. Working around cameras is hard. Getting the right shot and making sure you get the right angle. It's actually a lot harder than people think. I'll be doing some work this weekend and I'm going to record it, and that was a lot of juice. And it's going to be a lot of setting up camera angles, and I'll probably make it a 2 or 3 videos out of the one. I'll probably just change my shirt. That'd be fun. Why didn't you go change your shirt? Because it's a different video, but the same day. I'm going to get an early start late in the day. Still in the camera view? Yep. I should have my head way up here and look, because that was a sketchy shot that I just did. So one of these days I'll figure out how to do live on both Facebook and YouTube. But until then, we're going to keep going on YouTube. Filling in the areas here because I can before I turn the whole thing around. It's a little more than tooling, but this is I want to get a picture of it almost finished, and that's where I gotta be. So I'm not a huge fan of a black stain, especially if it's like inside here, it's okay. But I don't like doing, like, I'm not going to do a whole black. I've done these in black and actually gold on a piece for a customer, and I didn't like it because it bleeds. So the black is one of those colors that just will bleed on your white shirts or bleed on your hand. It won't bleed on your hands so much, but it will bleed. I got 7 minutes. I'm going to cut this off at a 2-hour mark, and I'll just finish up what I have this way. There. I'll just finish off whatever I have. Maybe, maybe I'll cut it off. I gotta finish up some pens before next weekend too. Huh. I think I have the clamps at home. I'll be able to do it when I get home. Oh, I remember to bring my tripod home. So because I'll be running an antique stain over this, it will fill in all of the other stuff. Can't believe nobody's commented this entire video. I started to lean into it, and I'm on a rolling cart. Probably not the best idea to lean while I'm on a rolling cart. Need more juice. Almost messed it up. Gotta go slow. How slow can you go? Alright, let's see if I can readjust. Sorry that it's upside down, but part of doing the work. It's upside down for me too, so. Need more. I can tell you, if I drip it somewhere where I can't recover, I'll probably just say, okay, video's done. And not. When I get home, I'm going to have to create a new thumbnail from all my lives. So that way, while I'm live, I'll be able just to use a generic live video thumbnail. Makes it a whole lot, easier. Just to have one singular sensation. Oh, I'm supposed to say some dad jokes. Alright, if I say this one, somebody's going to have to answer it. I'll answer it again, but you got to answer it too. What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs, hanging on a wall? Give up? Art. I gotta watch my hand. Get it? Art. I'll have to check my dad a base for some better jokes. I am gonna try a couple reels. I have some ideas, but I don't know if I'm that good though. So, can anybody tell? I'm not going to answer it. I'm just going to let it float and see if anybody actually is watching at this point. At the 2-hour mark. Why did I put a piece of paper down on top of the leather? That's all I'm going to ask. I'm not even going to answer it right now. I'll answer your answer. I'll answer that. But if you don't answer, I can't help you. I'm just going to finish up this corner here, guys. This wheel in the bottom. And then I will shut it off. I'll finish it up off camera and work on a thumbnail for this video. I'll probably add the thumbnail tomorrow afternoon. Do you guys like these types of videos? Oops, sorry. Do you guys like these types of videos? Or do you guys want to see something different? Like, I went through the tooling portion of this and just trying to see if you guys like it, or if I need to start trying to figure out something else to do. Am I still in the camera? Barely. But I don't know if I can get down that far. Yeah, I guess so. So the nice part about it is you fill up the bristles. You fill up the brush with the stain, and then the stain just flows out when you need it. So that's how I don't have to come back for so often. I have better brushes, but you really don't need too many, different style brushes. A longer, if I was doing more work, a longer bristle brush would hold more stain in it, and that would make it a little bit easier. but it also holds more stain in it, which could make it more dangerous for me. So I'm not gonna. Can you guys see? Close. Well, this is the only camera view that you will be able to see, so we're just gonna leave it for now. One more wheel. What time is it? Okay, let's finish the top of this thing. Oops, sorry guys. Which direction can I do it so I can get the other camera going for a minute? This way. What time's a good time to go live, guys? It's funny. I'm on live and I'm quieter than if I go Facebook Live. But now I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get a good picture of this. Have my R bar K. It's actually how you say that. It's R bar K. So if we were branding it, that's what the branding would be. And I'll put my logo in that far corner down there, so it'll be on the back side. I thought about putting my logo right there, but because of the way this is done, I could actually get rid of that altogether prior to me sealing it. Probably prior to me staining it. But it's doable. If somebody was like, hey, I like that, but I don't like the RK. Okay, I'll just get rid of it. There'll be nothing there. Can you put this there? Nope. So it's tough every once in a while when you just make something custom. You gotta suck it up and hope that. Can you guys see what I'm doing still? Or my paint? My hand's in the way. Let me go back to the other camera. Sorry, guys. Now I'm gonna push it that way. Yeah, now you can see. But every once in a while when you make something custom, you just gotta hope that it's nice enough that somebody's gonna buy it. I do want to try to find like a John Deere, put a John Deere in the front of this, or one of those red tractors. The locals know what I'm talking about. If it was easy, I'd put like a cotton field with a cotton picker up there, but cotton picker tractor. It would just be a couple round bales in the field. I'm gonna have to flip this over to get any closer to the edge. I'm chancing it. Notice I didn't go to the bottom of that K. I don't want that. I don't want to get too close to. So we'll continue to the other side and then we'll flip it over. Can't imagine this video is going to be ready for me to throw end screens on till tomorrow afternoon. Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to do the inside of this R. That's all I'm going to do there. I'll go from the other side. I want to take a chance. Was my head in the way? I don't think so. Alright, now I gotta flip it over and let's see if we can get it back in the camera view. Oh, I gotta watch that stain. That's the biggest, scariest thingy, is keeping it away from that stain. Alright, right there should work. It's really far away from me, but I'll lean over a little bit more. Boy, I didn't get nothing on these bristles when I dipped it. So did you figure out why I put this piece of paper down yet, guys? If you go back to the 2-hour mark, I asked a question, and see if you guys can answer it. Oh, I gotta take care of something quick. Where'd you go? Did I get him? Hope so. Okay. Back to work. Now I gotta lean over this and get this one spot. Got it. Did I keep my head out of the picture? I think so. Man, that R looks funky. Funky, funky, funky. Let's do that line there. Time is it? Alright, let's get this thing done. I don't want to rush, but I want to get this done. Move this light out of my way. My head in there yet? Surprisingly, not. I could try to do the bottom half of that one. Guys, I feel like I'm rushing. I gotta slow down a little bit. I'm coming close to the end, but I want to be done with this. Such a tedious task. This one's not even that much. But it sure does feel like it. I'd go with a bigger brush, but with my luck, it would drip or something, and then I'd have to more to clean up. Let's switch to the other camera for a minute, see how that looks. Because I am standing, and you guys should be able to see it while I'm doing this. Probably be easier if I had a small, like, jar to dip out of instead of this big container, but I think next time, I don't know if I can, yeah, maybe I can. Next time I'll try to figure out some music, because that'll be background music for you guys and for me. Okay, gonna be play it smart, not gonna try to do that whole thing. Because I can flip it over. Okay, now we're coming to the end, which is going to be the sorry, couldn't breathe part. Still nobody commenting. Hope we figure out a way to make this a little more enjoyable for you guys, but there's not much when you're live. There's not much else I can do to make this fun or exciting, except maybe mess up and then watch somebody get really upset, but we don't want to do that. I bet you my hand's in the way, isn't it? I won't do that again. Sorry, guys. I will. I'll do it again, but I'll try not to do it. So when you think of these designs and how you're doing it, you should probably think about how you're going to finish it and make it look good, because that would have helped in this case. I don't know how to get those. I got one line. Yep, let me just get that line. Coming to the end, guys. Coming to the end. Even if somebody was on right now, I don't know if I could even. I Like, I don't think I'd be able to comment and say hi and talk. Oh, I do have to stand up or else I'm going to throw my back out. All right, I think we'll have to switch cameras. All right. Is my head in the way now? Now it's closer to me, so I can sit back in my chair again. Sorry if my head's in the way. Gotta get that last piece right there. It's not. My head's not in the way because it's next to the camera. This is great. I should use this camera more often. I see what I'm going to do here. one. Oh, that one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching if you did.